Thank you all so much for joining us for this song sharing circle today. It's a beautiful day. It's Lahu Toch today, which is the Mayan calendar day of self-awareness, the 10, and then Toch is the gift and the offering. And I know that our brother Vern Williams, I have a recording, we had to pre-record him to share his song today because they're doing a big potlatch up in Haida, and it's like a really big celebration for the people in honor of like the living medicine. Instead of just waiting till there's memorials to do, there's this living celebration of the songs, and so what the reason we're circling today is really alive and present, happening up in Haida. And then I saw another post that someone made that the Shumash down in Morro Bay are doing a ceremony today to bring back some of the stone that was taken from that sacred stone to make like a break in the ocean, and they're bringing those pieces of stone back to join with the original rock. And so today they're doing that ceremony as well. So it just feels like so beautiful to feel all these alignments, and so beautiful that we're together on this call today. So I'll pass it over to you, Raquel, again, and then we can pass it back and just say good morning and thank you so much. Really look forward to hearing these songs, and these are some of my favorite calls for sure that we do. And thank you so much to those who've offered their medicine to share with us today. Thank you.
And just welcome to each one of you to this space of sharing. And we're really committed to holding this space so that we can have time outside of our circle time to bring back to. And there's so many songs that have been such good medicine for us, that even in respect of all of the traditional ways and the diversity in this circle, there's space and room to share. And that's what we're here for. And this is a space to really take in those teachings and learn how to represent them well, how to be a good relative carrying forward this medicine. So I look forward to the stories and the instructions and all that may come with the sharing of songs today. And just want to speak my gratitude out there to Vern, who couldn't be here with us live, but just the blessing and beauty of his music, medicine, his voice, his vibration, and his presence. And it was a treat to be reminded of how many times have really moved and transformed me and each one of us in our circles. So I just want to say thank you on behalf of EPU for being here with us, and just really hope to see you in these circles where we can connect live and weave spirit in this way at a distance, but with each other. So I wanted to just actually pass this back to you, Hetty. I know that, or I'll say that, Hetty, can you please help us at this point, so that we can hear from our Haida Uncle Vern there.
Yeah, we got to do, when I sent him the reminder about the call, he was like, oh, we have this big potlatch. So which is so beautiful that it's happening today. But he did get on a Zoom with us, and we got to pre-record his song and his share. So I'm going to share that with you. But in the beginning, he introduces himself with his traditional name. So I'm going to just play that for all of us. But I also just wanted to introduce him a little, that Vern Williams is a member of the Haida Kunlanis Raven clan from Old Masset. And he's a song carrier, drum maker, and rattle maker, among other skills. He runs ceremonies in his home community and all others on Haida Gwaii, and is always helping out in the schools and preschools, teaching songs to students. He really takes a lot of time to be with the youth. He shares stories of life and choices to help heal and move forward with strength. He is always learning more about hideaways and welcomes opportunities to share his healing knowledge and stories about how he has struggled and moved forward with strength and dignity. He's brought so many beautiful songs to all the gatherings that we've had at Earth Peoples United over the years, and has been generously teaching a lot of his songs to our community. And so I'm going to let him speak for himself and share our first song. Just a reminder that we're recording this whole call and we'll be sending this out. I think having the live share, there may be more ability to, if anybody has a question, or the repetition, obviously, with learning these songs is how we learn them. So hopefully the recording will be that for all of you with Vern's share. So I just want to thank him so much for the beautiful medicine that he shares.
Greeting Today was created by Vern Williams. His traditional name is Solemnly, and his other name is Thumdame, and his family name is Kadian Tom. Vernon put it up, Vern Williams. And so when we bring these songs out, we're bringing, again, this is tying in with, we speeded up things for convenience of people, but we're not doing it with this one anymore. We're bringing back, taking the time that this belonged to Kunlanas. This song is a Kunlana song. We're from Yakin Point. And Yakin Point is out at Tall Hill. And the beach in front of our clan's land is called Togwall. Big waves. And this song was gifted by the ancestors when I was doing a water cleanse. When I first started understanding the role that was being created by the ancestors, I guess, because I could hear songs and I could remember them. And so I went in, I did my water, I came out, and then I'm sitting there just enjoying that moment. And then I could hear this chant going on, and I'm like, what? I like saying the F word a lot. But I was just saying that's so amazing. And then I'm sitting there singing it. I came back home and started singing it, and then I wrote it down. And the way we sing it now is literally how I heard it. Usually I end up altering them a bit, but this one says stayed the same. And when I cut through the forest, I bumped into this headstone. And in this headstone was the name of Dr. Kude. Dr. Kude was the most powerful Skaga on the coast. He used to be hired from San Diego as far as Alaska as he could to doctor people. Skaga, a loose translation is shaman. And so I credit that coming from that area. And ended up calling it Greeting the Day. That way anybody else that I share this with has a way of pronouncing it. In the morning, we just say Singi La, but I just called it Greeting the Day. And it can be utilized to help pick you up, utilized to calm you down, and it makes you feel good. And that permission was given to Earth Peoples United from Vernon to utilize the song in ceremony. And then when you are speaking of the song, that permission was granted and you've accepted that. And then when we have this, I've already said that you can utilize it the way you want to. Because a lot of different songs are only meant for being in ceremony too, not out in public. But this one here, for some reason, I feel like sharing it with everybody all the time because it's just a chant that makes you feel good and everybody loves it. And so again, so it comes down to naming where that song comes from. Plan it belongs to the permission you got. And then those listing you, unless they specifically were given that permission, by you hearing it is not giving you that permission to utilize it. So there's always that thing of having to ask, even though that permission was already given. But you don't have to ask me or people. When you're singing it, the drumming changes with some people. It can be faster or slower. The tone can be lower or higher. So how your emotions are, what you're noticing your body wants to do. So there's no right or wrong way to sing it or drum it. Hey-yo, That was only two, but you could sing in as many rounds as you want.
Oh, I was singing along there. It's been such an important part of our gatherings and our ceremonies. I know that one really lives in me. So.
Yeah, so beautiful. Actually, when it's been a long time that we've not gathered, and I hear that song on Deer Mountain, I always cry. That song, just, gifted from you, but it's encoded with so much beauty at Deer Mountain. I just want to thank you. Thank you for all the beauty shared always. As you're sharing of all that's happening, all this crossing over, this changing of role and place and time, community. Just describing that, like the crying and the laughing, and that's good grief. Really tender, beautiful medicine. And just in the ways that I can, I want to offer love and support and gratitude for all it takes to do that good grief, to not wallow, to celebrate, to cry, to look with the eyes that we have whenever we get to those moments. It's just such powerful medicine. It's touching to hear that it's happening. And just condolences as well, for all the ways we don't get to share the physical forever.
Oh, we've been chomping at a bit here now at a massive. There's been no feasting here for almost 4 years, so it's been nonstop on everyone really explaining that we're all going through so much and that this is our time to really let go all of that emotion and trauma that everybody's carrying because we couldn't do anything. We couldn't support our families. We couldn't be there every time they needed us. And so there's this, like I said, there's this incredible release going on. And then everyone's really understanding how important we all are to each other and how much we function as one to be a community and to do these gatherings and to do these feastings and to do these songs and to see the children so freaking hungry and excited to run to that floor or run to us to make sure we put them up front where they belong and get them strong enough to lead like they want to. And then even if they don't want to, we'll challenge them for 1 or 2 songs. And then that's the good thing about how we've been working with all the young ones from preschool is each one has a favorite song and they get to lead it. And so there's no being put on the spot. It's like when we're in the TV, we all pray at once. So nobody ever feels on the spot. Somebody may start it, but everybody joins in. It makes it easier for everybody, and it doesn't feel like all eyes are on you, even though they are. But we're there together. We have each other's support. And everyone's getting used to saying, I got your back. And it really helps. We don't hate her enough and we don't say it enough. I got your back. And that's what we need.
So I just want to really thank our brother Vern for that share. A lot of what he went on to continue sharing with us was a lot of just personal sharing about what's happening up there in Haida Gwaii, but just how important those songs are. He's really brought back songs for that whole nation. And we've just been seeing some videos of the totem pole raising and the potlatch yesterday and the whole clan singing, and a lot of those songs came from him. So really just honored that he shared with us in that way. So thank you, Brother Vern, and blessings to all the Haida today. And I'd like to pass the talking stick to either you, Tossekana, Stevan, or Sweet Medicine, whoever feels ready to go. I know our another beautiful elder, Grandfather Whitewolf, joined us as well, and would ask if you would please share whatever you would like to about yourself with us, and then your song. And just thank you so much for the beautiful gift of these ways, and these songs are like just such treasures and gifts to bring forward in our lives. And so just really want to honor you and thank you today. And whoever feels called, please just jump on in. I think Stevan is saying, Sweet Medicine, please, you.
Okay, I'll go next. It's an honor. Yes, I was going to sleep last night and Vicky pinged me and said, look, we stood the pole up. Look at the pole. It was so beautiful to see the videos and hear the songs and, notice the people that they're all together and that they're celebrating something so powerful. And the same is happening in lots of different circles, as you mentioned, Hetty. Good morning, my relations. And it's great to see you and to see my brother is back on the solid North America, the Turtle Island, and to be connected with so many of you all over the place. It's a blessing. I feel the quickening. I'm sure many of you are feeling this in different ways, and also the erroneous body aches and pains that are going on as we're being changed. Today is a 20 day, and in the Choctaw tradition, it means a new humanity. It means a change. It means that the cycle of the old is dying. And when something dies, which was the topic this morning over breakfast with my mother, there's pain involved. There's a growth involved. There's a consciousness involved. And there are things that we can't control that are also a part of that process. And as you may all be feeling the serendipitous of the profoundness that's happening in the middle of things that aren't working the way you thought you were going to have them, that's what a 20 is. And so being the 20th day in the Choctaw, we count the days as 1 to 20, very much like the Mayan, but we have a different kind of focus of what that day brings to us as a frequency of a being that's going to bring us something. And so today, it's a perfect day to have these songs coming at a pivotal change of 300 and I think 800, say 386,000 years that we're at. And now we're at a change. And songs come to me. I have not always sung the songs that come to me with other people because they felt private at the timing. Like at my first Vision Quest, I received a song, which is more of my power song. And then there are songs like Vern said that are only sung in ceremony. And I want to share a song with you today that actually arrived in the spirit bedroom at Deer Mountain, the Hetty and Eric's. It was a interesting moment for me because I was thinking about going up to Bear Paw, and I was thinking about what would I share? You know, Spirit, do you have something for me? Because we're human. There's a part of us that's wondering what will come in the day, and how can I be your voice, Great Mystery? And I was just picking up a drum, and I thought I was going to sing a Sundance song. That was what was in my head. The words were there, and I'm visual. So I see the words first, and then I drum, and then the song comes out. I don't know how others of you do that, but this song started coming and I was frustrated. That's not the words. No, that's not the beat. That's not the song in my humanness. And a lot of times I think we feel we're in control. And when songs come or visions come, we're not in control of what we receive. It's as if something else takes over, and songs will drop in, or a profound state of being able to channel a message. And so for me, I've learned how that just happens. People always say, teach me, how does that happen? You know, and it's like, there are states we have to get into, but part of it is the trust that any change that comes about, which we're all experiencing really strongly right now, and they're not bad things. They're actually the death of this old humanity. So just to give you a little piece of something, on 8/8, people were calling it the Lion's Gate. I got together with one of my groups because most of them are all over the world, but there's one group that's very much all but one person is in Oregon. and a little overwhelmed being in physical proximity. And I was asking that question before everybody arrived. And I said at the altar, what do you have for me that you want to bring out tonight? Because I could say almost anything, right? We have the Lion's Gate, we have this profound energies of solar flares and things like that. But the most pristine thing that came that just kept going on in my head is the old ways need to die. And I was going, no, I do everything to hold on to these old ways. I'm not gonna let the old ways die. So my human literalness was telling me that I didn't want to let go of the old ways. I live my life based on them. I teach them. But that wasn't what Spirit was telling me. I was translating it that way, right? So like the song I want to share with you today, I wanted this other song. I wanted the Sundance song. I was going to talk about something very profound, to go to the tree, because I knew we were going to all talk at a tree. But that wasn't what Spirit wanted, both in my conversation at the tree and or the song that I would sing. So I'm standing in this bedroom going, I don't swear very often, but I was going, dang, this is not the song. Where's this song coming from? And I was like, no, get out of my head, get out of my head. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes when a song comes, it just keeps repeating for days until I get what it's about, right? And it's just, it's a way that Spirit talks to me in frequencies, is through tones and sounds and words. So I just surrendered and went, okay, stop, just pray. And then I was going to sing the Sundance song and it did not come out. So I just followed. What are you going to bring to me? What is this song about? So I'm going to sing it for you, letting you know that it actually arrived at Deer Mountain. And it's profound in the sense of what today is as well. That's why I chose it. Because if this is the 20th day of our Gregorian calendar and we're counting the 20, then it means completion. Let the old ways die. What was yesterday? What was the day before? That's what the old ways are. So like we keep thinking we have control over everything. We think that what we have gathered and the efforts that we've done in our life and the spirit that we've become conscious of and very aware, that we think that we've evolved. But Spirit just says, don't stop here. Let those ways die. Let that day end. So this song is really acknowledging, and it's interesting that it's in Lakota. That was the other factor that I wasn't prepared for. But Tunkashla means benevolent father. It means, it's like saying Tata. It's like saying this love that's overwhelming to tears for the benevolent father, whatever that means to you. It's like the divine, the partner, the lover, the father, the guard, the guide, all of these powers that we can't even conceive in our humanness, but we feel it in our central fire. We feel it here in our soul fire. And it brings movement, and it brings, like Vern was saying, it brings a power. Raquel was saying that, it brings certain tears that come up because it's so meaningful. So I know Lakota is not a language that you always get to hear, but Yellow Robe and I sing a lot of those songs in Lakota because it's the other family I have, and it's a language I learned. And so what the Tunkashla means, like we would look to maybe a personal relationship with great mystery, a personal relationship to the divine father. Okay. Then the next word is it's unchi, which means grandmother, but not grandmother like I'm a grandmother, but this grandmother that, like, imagine that you are sons and daughters of the great ocean. the vastness, the renewal, the constant rhythm, that shore coming and going. It's also the Unchi that crosses over, the moon. And now imagine the universe and the multiverse way out there, all of the moons, all of the suns. That's what Unsi Maka is. The mother, the earth. Maka means earth, but it means how do you earth it? How do you put it here inside of you, right? Because we're eternal, we're ever changing, and we're never changing at the same time. But in these old ways, this is what's important. Then there's a couple of words that is ampe tu kile. It could be a charge. It could be something you say when you're charging for like Hokahe. It's like that. It's a charge, but it's a charging you. It's a gifting you. At least this is how it's been spoken to me by Spirit. I'm asking you that there be a new dawn. I'm asking that the new dawn be in your life. Forget yesterday. Don't even think about 2 hours ago. Be present in the now with the new dawn. So Unchi Maka, grandmother, Tunkashala, and Ampe Tu Kile. It's just these 3 phrases, which I think are fairly easy. And the beat is kind of when we are doing a beat that's fast, like this, these are our doctoring songs. These are our calling songs. This is the beat where we say, wake up, what's there within you. So this is this song. Tukashilaya onchimaka ampe tukile tunkashila tunkashilaya onchimaka ampe tukile tunkashila tunkashilaya unchimaka ampe tukile tunkashila tunkashilaya unchimaka ampe tukile tunkashila. It's a call for us to put ourselves together again. You know, it's like I feel isolated and I feel connected all at the same time. I'm noticing my mother's waning in her strength, her ability, and she's afraid of not being able to see soon because she's losing her eyesight. She's already losing her hearing. And she was telling me last night she can barely stand anymore and walk. So I know that this vigil of watching, you know, is a new dawn. And so asking questions, you know, of your elders, finding out, you know, what was your first date? My mother told me it was in kindergarten. You know, the first boy that asked her to hold hands or whatever, you know, so she can tell me the name of the school teacher. She can tell me the name of the boy, where he lived, what his parents did, way up in Bernie, California, up in the mountains. And, you know, she moved up to Lassen with Hat Creek people. She can tell me all the people and the routes, and she can tell me the basket makers up there, and, you know, how it was when the salmon feasts would happen, like what's going on in the potlatch right now in Haidagoi. But a new dawn is here. We're not in the same place that we used to be. If we were looking at a map, we might start on the East Coast. Well, now we're all the way over to the West Coast. So we have seen a lot, all of us. We've gone through a lot. There's been deaths. There's been closures. There's been new beginnings. There's been things where we've just said to ourselves, I can't do this anymore. I can't do one more change, you know, and here it's been nonstop change for 2 years. So I'm used to it. And I also don't always like it, right? But the power is, I give you permission with this song, because I don't think it was meant for me alone, because of where it came, when it came. And I was just this was years ago. It was my very first time to ever sleep in that spare room at Deer Mountain down in the double wide. And I thought to myself, I felt awkward because I'm not Mayan. I felt, what do I have to share as an elder? You know, it's like we're human at one level. I'll call it doubt, uncertainty. We diminish ourselves or whatever. But in that moment, Spirit gave me something that's for all of us. And this song, I give full permission. It's like I tell everybody, you can sing this song whenever you want that connection with your divine Father. That Father that's also inside of you, that fire Father, right? The Father that's above you, the one that's wrapping his arms around you and said, everything is fine. Or like Vern said, I got your back. And also that mother, that grandmother whose apron is full of all kinds of recipes and healing salves to help us in the times of our most difficult challenges, and also stands there under us so that we have the strength and lights the darkness so that we can move on. So I love this family. I'm committed to this relationship of interweaving our tribes like the sweetgrass. I just went and got huge bundles of sweetgrass from my friend the other day, and the bedroom is just full of it. My altar is just sweetgrass. So let's weave together those sacred ways. Tunkashla, Unchimaka, Ampe Tukile. Let us have a new dawn. Lots of love to you. Blessings until I get to see all of you again.
Thank you so much, Sweet Medicine. So many years of so much beauty and beautiful. I love that you received that song in our spare bedroom. The little doorway right there is that room. And just so beautiful. Thank you for that share, and just you and all that you bring, and yeah, the beauty. And for that great teachings that you hold of walking into the new and really taking what serves forward into the new way. I just really appreciate that. I'd like to pass the talking stick over to you, the singing stick over to you, Tossekana, and really just blessings to you too. So good to see you. So good to be here with you, and also for all the years that we've walked together. And thank you for all that you hold and that you're sharing, and just invite you to share whatever you'd like to about yourself and the song you want to share. And just, yeah, thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Sweet Medicine, for that beautiful song and bringing that song into this time. We so need that song and the teaching and the lesson that you shared with it. So I can't wait to sing that song and pray with it. So thank you for sharing that with us. I'm so honored to have your sweet medicine to gift and bless me. So miigwech, thank you. My name is Stevan Simich. My spirit name that was given to me in 97 from Nokomis Kiwe to Nokwe Pashel is Tossekana. When I did my vision quest. And this lineage that I carry now comes from the traditions of the Great Lakes and the Midewiwin. This song that I'm here to share today is a very old song. I don't know how old it is. Part of it's sung in Ojibwe and the other part sung in English, so you can understand the translation of it. I'll share a little more about the song and where it comes from in a moment, but want to acknowledge and thank Eric for all the years of really helping me, as I know he helps all of us in our life and our life's journey, and the gifts that you've brought and the teachings that you've brought to help me find my way and to help find a little more of my whole self. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to you for all that you share, and to you, Hetty. So just such gratitude, and thank you for this opportunity to share this song. This song is a cedar song, and I know if we've been together at some point in ceremony, we've sung this together. This is not my song to give you permission. This song really comes from a long time ago, was brought forward through my grandmother, Kiweta Pashel, and is sung among the circle that we have in Northern Michigan. And so it's, I give you permission in I guess this way to sing it for yourself, but to join in singing this with others who know it, but that you keep this song from going maybe elsewhere, that this is a very special song and that you hold it dearly. And it's also a song that I think, in listening to what Vern was saying and to what Sweet Medicine is saying, I think is really important and relevant for this time. The song, the cedar represents the grandmother tree, the grandmother spirit from this lineage and this tradition. And if you've ever been to the northern country, to the Great Lakes, this is the white cedar. And we call her Nokomis. Nokomis' grandmother, Agijik. And what I love about this song is that it teaches you who she is. It teaches you about her, and it teaches you how to be in relationship with her. And I think the beauty of these songs is that they're ones that help us to express our gratitude and love in a different way than a thought or a word, but to express it in vibration and in ways that sing it to the cedar tree when you see a cedar tree and she'll be happy. Sing it as you're driving down the road and traveling somewhere to ground you and keep you safe and well. We sing this song when we gather in ceremony before the Vision Quest. So many Vision Quests. There's a big, beautiful old cedar tree in this little island in northern Michigan. We gather under that cedar tree before we get the person from their meditation lodge and bring them into their send-off ceremony to their Vision Quest. And as we bless ourselves and smudge ourselves, this song is just sung over and over again until we're ready and that person enters the circle. To singing it in the sweat lodge when somebody sprinkles cedar onto the stones, and you have that smell, that feeling, that energy that comes over you. To there's been times where you're kind of gathering and just waiting for a ceremony to begin, and instead of it being that kind of awkward silence or people chit-chatting, it's a song to kind of gather people together and focus their hearts and their minds and their energies. So it's a beautiful song. So I ask that you, if you've been there, take yourself there. If you've never been there, imagine a beautiful lush forest in the northern parts of the Great Lakes. There's lots of trees and canopy above you, and that sun is just glittering through the leaves of a beautiful cedar tree. We're all gathering in a circle and smudging each other into a ceremony, and let's sing the song together. And what I'll do is I'll sing it first, and then if I have permission, I'll share my screen here in a minute so you can actually see the words, and let's sing it along together. So there's no drum, there's no rattle. It's really beautiful in its purity, and how we sing it. Gwabanagije Matigachitowa Onesanodawa Bino Disiwin Gawanja Moab Anishanabe Nininakomis Nindabandandon Nakomis Agijeg Gichitwawa Windigo so wind. Behold the cedar, the holy tree. Come, let her breathe you new life within. We call her saving tree. She saves the people We say Nokomis, we show respect. Nokomis, Agijeg, Kichitwawa, Windigo, so win. And what I love about this song is that it's like the grandmother. It's feminine. It's not a hard pounding drumming song. It's like the little birds that flitter through the dense forest of northern Michigan. It's light, it's playful, and it's alive, much like the energy and the power and the presence of the cedar tree. So let me see if I can share my screen, and then you can have some of these words to look at, and you can sing along. Let me see if I can get to the right spot to share my screen. There we go. I think I need permissions from you, Hetty. We'll try one more time, and then if not, well, then it wasn't meant to be shared. Let's come visit me and we'll sing it together. Oh, wait, it worked. Okay. You might see yourself looking at yourself here for a minute, but okay, can everybody see my screen okay? All right, well, I'll go ahead and sing, and I know since we're on a video call, if you keep yourself mute, it won't echo. But sing along so you get the flow of it and the feeling of it. Guabanegije, metiga chitowa, onesinodawa, bino disiwen, goanja moab, anishanabeg, nininakomis, nindabendendon, nakomis, agijeg, kichitwawa, windigo soin. Behold the cedar, the holy tree. Come, let her breathe you new life within. We call her saving tree. She saves the people. We say Nokomis. We show respect. Nokomis, Agijeg, Kichitwawa, Windigo, Sowin. Should we do it again? Guabanagijeg. Metiga chitowa, onisno dawa, pino disiwen, goanja moab, anishanabeg, nininakomis, nindabendendon, nakomis, agijeg, kichitwawa, windigo soin. Behold the cedar, the holy tree, come let her breathe you new life within. We call her saving tree. She saves the people. We say Nokomis. We show respect. Nokomis, Agijeg, Kichitwawa, Windigo, Sowin. And if you have it, this is when you get your cedar oil out and you bless yourself and give thanks for your life. Breathe in a little bit of that life and energy of the tree, and go about your life, go about your ceremony and your time. So thank you for this opportunity to share this song and to see many of you. And I look forward to the time when we can be together and sing this song with each other. And yay. And share those beautiful times again together. So much love to you all, and thank you for this opportunity. Aho.
Thank you so much. Let's see. I'm actually not sure who's in. Are you? is in control of the
Like
comment.
Steven's in control of the call.
I'm in control. Oh,
You are.
I
We
was
had to
gonna
do that
some
for
credit. Look
sharing.
out.
That's beautiful. It's fine because it's that time and space to offer our gratitude and to just celebrate. Really, I want to give thanks to your presence and the way that we can weave. And there have just been some really precious teachings that have come through this time and space, and want to honor each one of you who have shared here today and say thank you. And I do want to give us any opportunity we may need here, those of us present, to ask questions if we have, and just take a few minutes to do that. If there is a question that's in the space, to bring it forward, because we're really holding these music medicine circles as a new walk and a new commitment here at EPU. So it's good to hear your reflections. Oh, we're going to have White Wolf share a song. I love that. Okay. Grandfather, I want to pass it over to you and just say hello and greetings and welcome back from your beautiful ceremonial deep space. And it's just a gift to have you bringing your song to us after all the filling up spiritually you've been doing. So
Yeah. Well, I'm still floating in the cedar tree. Thank you for that beautiful, beautiful song. I sing songs every day. 2 in the morning. This is for somebody, your sacred songs are all there from Europe. All you got to do is know where to look. And they're out in plain sight, really plain sight. That's why it's so hard to find them, And a lot of our sacred songs, when the energies changed and the times changed, we just put it to a tune of a different set of words. But the power, the feeling was in the rhythm and the song. So at 2 in the morning, what am I doing up at 2 in the morning, driving down Old Long Valley Road at 2 miles an hour, singing this? Hey, oh, oh, oh. You want to know the whole story that goes with that song? Look it up. An Englishman with a shipload of African slaves. Whatever those people were singing moved his soul and his spirit so much that he turned the ship around and left his cargo back in Africa. Now that's power. Wow. So that's the rhythm he was inspired to. I'd love to meet the people that inspired that man and their descendants. What amazing power. What amazing power. So, and then, let's see, what was I singing at Wilbur Hot Springs? Oh, I was singing songs every day. I can't even remember, but the song comes from the depths of my heart and my soul. It's what I'm feeling it this morning. And, it's like, I'm so happy to see you. Oh, you're just so great. I could rap, it's just, why are we talking? Why don't we rap? Sometimes it comes in rhymes. my Irish ancestor, my middle name is Ward. Well, in Ireland, we're the song people and the storytellers. So, and it fits right in with my English side because Ward is the root word of warden. We're the ones that watch out for the land. So when I'm out in the land and I see something that don't feel right, I'll just sing a song to bring it all back in balance. And I do the same. I studied all this stuff, the polarity, all this stuff as a body worker for years. And I ended up just singing to people. That's the most powerful thing in the world. You know, because somebody's body could be like this. This hand wants to go this way, head's this way. You know, it's like a family. We're all connected, but we're all pulling against each other. And it's like I sing them back together. And it just came one day from somebody that was there. And I said, I'm going to sing you. I'm going to sing to you. And when I was done, this woman had tears in her eyes. And she was between tears and laughing. She was feeling all that she was carrying this like I am. And she was better. She was better. So this is way of life. And you all have songs in you. Everything has a song. The cricket has a song. And it's the most simple message of all, because I went up in this mountain with Eric and a bunch of people, and I said, what's going on? And they said, well, nobody's singing to us. And of course, being egotistical on a human being, I think we're the ones that are supposed to be singing to them. No. Somebody flew over with a plane and sprayed, and the crickets are gone. Just bring them back. They'll sing. I don't know if you've ever been up in the mountains with the crickets this time of year when they sing. It's amazing. It's a concert. It's like a symphony. Listen to the songs of nature, and you can sing with each other. I sing with frogs in the mountains, the wild ones, but you just don't go in and charge in and sing your song. You sit there and listen to their song. And when you feel comfortable and you feel the rhythm, you know, a group of people, musicians get together and it's kind of one beat, different beat, and then all of a sudden it yells. Well, you wait for that moment. And then I sing real quiet and soft till I get their rhythm. And pretty soon I'm booing away with them up in the mountains, singing with the frogs, you know. I'm embarrassed to sing with people. I used to be, I'm not anymore, but for years, because as a kid, I was tone deaf. We are one. I can't even do it anymore. But you know, and I go in the lodges, and my medicine teacher said, "You gotta let them sing." Oh my goodness, we gotta let him sing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. One guy was so upset, he hit me on the head with a rock. I said, whoa, man. I don't know what I said in his language, but he didn't like it. And, you know, I don't try to sing native languages unless I really, really know it and feel it. Because there's a big difference between sing, swam, swum, you know, and my name in Welsh, I cannot pronounce it. And if I say it even a little bit off, I'm swearing at you. The other word is sorcerer. That's a literal meaning of what it is. And it means people, of someone who goes to the sources of power. Well, you know, they could be good, bad, ugly, beautiful, evil, kind, sweet. It's just what they did with it. So make sure you know if you meet a sorcerer, what kind of person they are. See how they treat their family and how their family treats them. You know, look at Tata Eric, man. I mean, he's honor, you know. He takes care of his people. He takes care of his family. He brings joy to us and he shares and his heart is with us. That to me is the kind of sorcerer I want to hang out with, you know, and to learn from. So, you know, and look at Michelle, you know, and look at Hetty, you know, and Raquel, you know, and all these different people. What do you want to do with it? You know, I just met with all these high-powered people, you know, a NASA astronaut and millionaires and poor, I mean, just tribal people. and And everybody goes around had all these ideas about how to connect to the land. And the one native really connected most to that land. She just looked at her and said, why? 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 Why are you here? Why are you doing this? Why do you want to do this? And, you know, I ask myself that every day. Well, I'm having fun. That's why I'm here. You know, I'll stick around while I keep having fun. And I love this, you know, and it just perked me totally up because, you know, just song fills me with life. It fills me light and with love. And, you know, a lot of times somebody calls, I know I've done it to Raquel a few times. I call her the minute she says something from the tone of her voice. Oh, I think she needs a song. And I'm done and I just sing to her. You know, it's great. Call me and sing me a song. Okay. Don't wait till my birthday. So I don't know if I'm going to be on the airplane. I might be up singing with the angels and I'll be one of your guys and I'll sing to you and I'll bring you a song. So, you know, it's just a transformation. Don't get so upset about it. Okay. You know, so that's what songs mean. And then chants, that's a whole nother aspect of life. Whoa, chants. That's what you create with sound. That's a whole nother level. That's another level. That's the singing shamans. You know, we can open gateways, doorways. Now, when I say we, I mean we. It's men and women together. Women control the spiritual openings. Men give direction. You don't have an opening, you ain't going nowhere, you ain't going to create anything. It's like that. You know, that was my first teaching from my first medicine teacher. Yeah, I was laughing so hard when she did that. She'd get me out of my serious self, you know. Yeah, but it's about life, about creating. What do you want to create and how you do it, and you know, who's got the real power here? Who really has? The earth. And we talk to the mother, and the mother says to me, sing a song here, open this gateway. I do a chant and I sing a song and I rebalance it. She knows where she's feeling weak, just like my buddy that calls me on, or I call her on the phone. I know when she needs a little pickup and she'll tell me, just like a cat or a dog. Here, pet me here. Oh, here's my belly, you know, and that it's really, really simple, you know. And, you know, that's why it was so hard for me. And it took so long. I came from a culture that tried to make everything so complex, you know. So that's it. But I'll give you two chants that belong to the Americas. And they came to me. They came to me on a walkabout in the Nevada desert. And an elder was guiding me. See if you recognize it. Oh, hi, oh, ye, oh, ah, oh, hi, oh, ye, oh, ah, oh, hi, oh, ye, oh, ah. Now the woman's way. Oh, hi, oh, ye, oh, ah. Ohio and Iowa, but it's Iowa. And it's when the people were so close to the land that the sound of the land was the sound of the people. Anyway, I don't want to give away the rest of the treasury here. So you really want to learn, these are the greatest people in the world to learn from. They're beautiful, they're amazing, everyone here. And thank you for the gift of sharing this moment in time and space. I did a singing ceremony serving cannabis tea this weekend at Wilbur Hot Springs, and it's like a family gathering. It's people from multimillionaires, lawyers, to, well, not really homeless, but people that barely got enough anything. But they all love the Springs. And nobody knows who's who there. You just know they're another person and they're clearing brush and they're rebalancing the land. And I said, I have to do a tea ceremony for these people. And this is a song I sang when I'm coming in with I wish I could show you the picture, with a big teapot of tea and cups. We are love and we are light. Hallelujah. We are love and we are light. Hallelujah. We are love and we are light. Hallelujah. We're going to get so high. We're going to the sky. Hallelujah. Ho! Enough. Thank you. Ta.
Ah, White Wolf. I want to repeat something you said. You said, I sing them back together. And thank you for using me as an example. You have been singing me back together for a long time, and singing each other. Sometimes we feel like we have to wait to be in a circle, or maybe we are shy and haven't found that space where we answer the call that we feel to share a song sometimes. I think that's a lot of music medicine too, is being with it and then finding the space to share. But oh my gosh, sing to your relatives. Just sing to each other. Be silly, pull up what is sacred and deeper teachings, sing about anything. There's been a lot of songs shared over voicemail and voice memos that are playful and happy and celebratory and grounding and calling back to center. All different kinds of things that we can offer each other through our voice. So I just want to say thank you, White Wolf, for so much singing over the years. And this circle has been really moving for me. And it's brought me back to a moment when I really, really was sure that I was at home at Deer Mountain. And it was from the first Youth and Elder Council that I participated in. And my daughter, she was really little. I think she was 5 at the time. And she's a singer. She's has beautiful music in her, and she has since she was a baby, before words. And she pushed herself to learn language because of music, and she was obsessed with a song, and it was Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And she had asked me, she was too little to read yet, but she wanted the lyrics printed, and she wore this sheet out, and she learned it on the piano, and she had been singing it with like all of her soul. And I had been really busy walking around doing things, running around doing things. And I come into the kitchen tent, which was the huge army tent. If any of you have seen that tent, it's quite the tent. It's big and it's dark and it's amazing and takes a village to get up and down. And and we would keep all of our ice chests together. And there's my daughter Lula, and she's so little, she's got to stand on an ice chest to be, eye to eye. And I see her and non-Kirana from the side. And Kirana, her profile, she was holding her heart, and she's, and Lula's arms out, just singing with like all of herself, Somewhere Over the Rainbow to Kirana. And time unfolded in such a way, and there's been so many years of beautiful weavings, and knowing, what this Earth Peoples United family really is, and what we share and what we give away as a walk of life. But in that moment, seeing my daughter's song flow and want to be shared. And I think later Kirana had told me that, like, Lula asked, do you want to hear a song? Asked permission and did a climbing up on that big ice chest. So climb up on your own ice chest, and sing to someone. And thank you, White Wolf, for teaching me how important that is, and for just so much gratitude to Dear Mountain herself for holding us through so many beautiful spaces. And to you, Nana and Tata, just for everything, for all the incredible weavings. I always tell people I'm absolutely the baby in this circle. There is so much awe that I have for the many stories and the many years and all the places that each one of you and those that have circled with us in the arbors and the Popai at Deer Mountain and Patsiapa have experienced and carried in your medicine. So just thank you again. And thank you for the space to share this song, and for inspiring so much song. Blessings to you all.
I just wanted to say greetings to you, my relations, my beautiful family, and thank you, Sweet Medicine, my sister, and White Wolf, my brother, Tossekana, my son, and for all the beauty that you have shared. It's like, wow, what are the years piling up in Kinana Kirana, and Yurnan Raquel, Petty. Wow, what an amazing things that we've been doing. And here's one of my daughters with grandkids. So hola, mi amor. So just wanted to say welcome to, just see two new people, and welcome home. And I know that this was about those ceremonial songs and sharing, and I just wanted to say hi, and so for us, it's a beauty to share, how to navigate in the ceremonial time, and then also at the greeting time, like Vern, my brother there too, a lot of years of incredible witnessing, not just one or two individuals, but thousands of people all over, evolve into this beautiful, beings, reclaiming that which is ours, And I was dreaming this morning, and I shared this with Hetty, that when I was looking at the videos of the Haida racing the pole and the part of the potlatch, we've been in those times, and I said, by choice, we are choosing this for ourselves. We are choosing to learn our languages, we are choosing to sing our songs, to keep that vibration for ourselves. We are choosing to dress in those ways, or be part of those sacred ceremonies and gatherings. Nobody has to cut our hair and beat us because we speak our other language, or nobody has to force us to believe anything. This is our choice. To hear the songs of the Lakota, Nakota, or the Miigwech people, or the Haida, or White Wolf, from those Northern Island Irish and so forth. That's our choice. It's our choice to gather with all the colors of what we call the people made out of honey. It's no more choice of color, shape, gender choices, or whatever. The only thing is if you have a good heart, if you have that love to share, and all is welcome in that, And so that's kind of where our choice is. It's so important. That's our choice to be here today. And that is a great honor, privilege to share with each other. So I just wanted to say that good morning, and the inspiration that we don't know, like what we're doing right here. how it's going, the big waves later, and we see that now, 20, 40 years later, the big waves of the Mexica, big dancers and sun dancing all over the world, And so that was our choice, to stand against those forces. And sometimes, many, many times we've been by ourselves, or a few of us. And then now it's many. And so, me, I can tell you a bunch of stories and stuff, but just to know, for you to feel. And I know you see it now, all over the place. Now, all peoples are coming to the circles of the beautiful family circles. It's not a festival, it's not a party, it's not just a money-making thing. It's a gathering of our peoples. That's so incredible, because we are making that choice. Nobody has to force you to light the fire for the sweat lodge, or build your lodge, or learn how to smoke a pipe, or to make a drum, or use the rattle. That's our choice. That is so us, that is so powerful. That for you, for sharing the songs, to taking the years for Vision Quest, to Sundance, to pray in so many ways, and to be in nature, to receive the message of creation. And now you can share it. What a privilege to be here and witness you that in that way. So I love you, and good to see you, and look forward when we can gather up again and enjoy those ceremonies, enjoy those songs, and read the new day. So Dios show it.
Well, if we would like to take this space to unmute ourselves and so spiral out from here. I never like to say end. Let's carry this beautiful energy, this good medicine forward, and share with our voice a greeting, a farewell greeting for today.